Yeah, but we're going to buy next, and that's where we kind of have to dissect this agent this time around. We're not letting the casters do it. We're actually going to do our job. So, Tom, I see you have a little raise in your eyebrow. Like,
well, yeah, they're going really into the double duelists. Like Miniboo now switching over to the Neon. You've got the Waylay coming through as well. So they really want to try and get that double dive in. I'm interested by the Neon a lot. Definitely not one of the more popular duelists on this map. So how he's going to be taking space, I think, is going to be critical. On the other side of things, yeah, they're kind of stuck to what they know. It was a composition that worked, but I'm very, very intrigued by the Neon Waylay bind.
Yeah, I'm really confused why they've gone with Miniboo on Neon, but also I don't mind it too much because I think if you have Camo on the Waylay, you're kind of maybe expecting Miniboo to be a bit more self-sufficient because realistically, you have, what, the Sky and the Waylay to help you be able to enter into sight. I really do just see Miniboo running it down here, and obviously fast rotations being on the Neon.
Yeah, I still think you could have lent into the Yoru. I feel like the TP alongside the dive feels a little more comfortable than the slide through tight chokes, which this map is all about. I do think on defense, his stuns are going to be quite valuable, so maybe that's the thought process, that he can have the operator and he can slow everybody on the other side, but they are kicking things off on the attack, and I think that might be a bit tougher than running, say, a Raze or a Yoru.
Yeah. Miniboo did say that this is going to be even more exciting than Abyss, even
exciting.
though it is Heretics mapping. So far, his words do remain true.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see it. I think, like, this is what I've been saying, though. Like, Team Liquid, it doesn't surprise me that they come into this stage of kickoff and just decide to throw everything out there and be like, you know what, let's switch things up.
Exciting doesn't mean good.
Well, we'll let the caster decide that because, you know, maybe they can give us some insight about whether exciting means good. So, Pansy Hypoc, are we excited?
I am filled with joy. Absolutely and utterly. Exciting means good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst thing you want to see here is both teams show up to the series today and continue with some of the issues we've seen, especially on the side of Liquid. I mean, that's a very exciting map one, all things considered. Their ability to be very resilient in a situation where it felt like Heretics came with a great game plan to Abyss.
And they had the individuals showing up as well. We had great looks coming out from Heretics, but it wasn't enough. Team Liquid, map one under the belt. Going in, though, to Heretics' map choice of Bind. But a new look coming out for them, some new agents coming in here. Is this the switch up? They can get this one done. Let's see if Liquid can get this done in two. Do you believe in that?
I mean, I do believe now, yeah, seeing what... Again, an isolated incident in terms of KC being the common denominator for both of these teams, but overall, Liquid just looks so much better in terms of confidence in their fundamentals, which has been something that's been specifically lacking from previous series. I was going to say, Benji nearly catching somebody.
3 in spawn. They're just waiting for contact, I guess, maybe assuming it is this all-in, and then just going to rotate off the back of it, maybe just trying to read into the comp they're playing up against. There isn't going to be many kind of false punches or feints in this. It is going to be very direct, and it's worked well thus far. Heretics absolutely storming the house again. Moving Nats and Miniboo. Easy. Now just Nats in a 1v3. It spikes in a bit of a tricky spot here, Michael.
Yes.
Yes.
This would require a miracle. Like Nats known to be previously. Catches side of one here. Is that catching a woo?
He's reading this really damn well.
Gets the spot on the second, I'm pretty sure there.
Toxin screen down.
If anyone could do it, you would believe in this man.
Toxins
Should hear this. He has got a spike in 38 seconds, but can he get away? Yes, he can. Nats is doing really well here.
Plenty of time to get this plant down as well. Potentially a chance to reset comfortably before anybody can really crest through spawn. Rien's down to 20 HP as well. Boo's still pretty healthy and with a light shield. That does disengage entirely here.
God, does he go around the world? How does he want to do this? Options found again. Nats, though, 1v1 now, and the HP is lower on his side. Up against Boo. Toying with him, testing him. Got to be careful, one bullet might be the death of him. He has to play this right. He's taking a second guess. He's trying to play with the time here. Nats might be on for an absolute heater here. Plays it to perfection! You have just witnessed a master at work. A Red Bull clutch to start it all, and no one else could have done that.
Like I said, historically a miracle worker in his own right. What a pistol round to open the second map here from Nats. Absolutely surgical. Again, even at the end here, playing the timings perfectly. Reads Boo like an open book.
He's good at this game. He's on Nats and he's good
Still
at this
just
game.
insane.
And he can fully focus on just what's in front of him. You see it every single time. And it looked like it was going to be a Showers crunch. Woo does not a great shot on Camo, but obviously all trades favorable thus far towards Liquid. Oop. Trying to go for a little walkout here. So testing him. And Liquid just kind of freezing for a second. Probably the right call here. Make sure they don't walk into any naughtiness. It depends how long they're willing to wait, I guess, then becomes the question.
And already reading the situation perfectly. Nats, ooh, timing's not there. Could be threat here.
Yeah, when do any of them check? Do they check? There are a lot of bodies, and a lot of bodies to drop now, but luckily Wayne and Nats doing damage, and it's safe. 3 stay alive, and Liquid get their second.
Looked a little dicey there. Nats gives up the angle. Miniboo gives up the angle as well. Even so, I think Nats still got a kill there. Even on the transition back into site, Miniboo gifted with that kill.
One enemy remaining.
Again, the timing perfect here for Liquid. Then to clean up. Rifles will obviously come back for Heretics here. A Bucky in hand for Camo, so
Here.
gonna maybe look for something a little cheeky here to start round 3.
Yeah, I want to see if they have something more direct again. Yeah, it looks very singular in approach. Benji, the one to be tested. First has his 1v1. There's the combo. There's that 1-2 punch, and it lands. Man, their heads are going to be ringing after this. Whole new look to Liquid here. Where has this team been? And Riens can only do so much. There was just bodies after bodies. Mike, they are on the same page today.
I mean, the spacing once more looking great in some of these very rehearsed set pieces. And initially concerns obviously around the composition that Desk were highlighting, but again, if they can continue you sort of bait and switch between Camo and Miniboo, it's looking really well drilled.
God, that was impressive.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed
I mean,
with
the catch on the TP as well.
Sick. Absolutely sick. But you can just see, like, being able to see the plans in motion, seeing that spacing better, the trading better, the synergy. It feels like they've kind of fixed a lot of those kind of, it feels like core problems, not, you know, the strats or the pre-made plans, but just like conceptually playing well together is something that's not been in the Liquid, I guess, repertoire in a minute. Yeah, it just feels like it's been lacking a little bit, and we were waiting to see if that was ever going to work out. Obviously, new players coming in, new, you know, ways to work. There was a lot of question marks around it, but today they look solid. And obviously for Heretics, a rough start here in map 2.
Bonus conversion certainly a tough pill to swallow. Not necessarily going to be much of an opportunity here to follow that, but we'll see some investment here. A couple of sheriffs, rifle in the hands of Woot. Riens as well, potential to do some damage, but again with 4 light shields, that's an opportunity to punish. Comeback, nearly caught. Down to 21 HP.
Lucky to be breathing at this point. Does get to reset with the rest towards Showers, but obviously then leaving B looking a little bit more vulnerable. Clearing cautiously towards Long, the flash going to connect, but still Camo erring on the side of caution. Wants to get the full picture before committing towards either sides of this map. And it was a long rotation, but they do have now 4 players near on this B site.
Still held out. Rotation, as you noted, already in effect here for Heretics, but huge disadvantage if Liquid just decide to bulldoze onto site here, which looks like it might be the plan for them.
Great stall. Really nice stall out. Now, this should be very telling of how many bodies are on this side of the map. So they take the get out of jail free card, which is probably the best bet. They had Nats on this side of the map anyway. It will be Wu waiting. Does have the rifle, but no opportunity. Camo is just doing bits, man. Does go down a comeback, but again, you're down to very few players. Maybe a little too far there from Miniboo.
Spike planted.
And now giving Riens an opportunity, but that opportunity is limited. threadbare at best, but Rien's making something of it. Still has the wingman too, so could apply a bit of pressure to this.
I think Purpo is going to be considered in this position though. And will be cancelled out. So no freebie for Rien's. And no information either on the back of that. Because it's the molly, obviously a deep position noted, but Purpo still unknown. The swing perfect here from Liquid. A 4-0 start to Bind.
Crossing the T's, dotting the I's, they are doing everything right. Yeah, a little costly in that round, but Heretics did try and get a little bit cheeky with it. Fair play, you're going to get a couple casualties. But by all rights, they are doing excellent work here on Liquid. You're looking at the ults as well, they are now knocking at the door. Have two ready to go, camos, obviously from this round you can see exactly why. Nat's had his probably quite early, to be fair. He's been doing wonders. But 2 away from mini boost. Purpo's only 2 off as well. So a couple of key ults there, very nearby. Similar scenes for Heretics. And now might be the chance to use them.
Information at least gathered on short here, but it looks like it might be a quick all-in piece here from Liquid on the back of the dog.
But the lack of dealing with it from sight potentially does tell you where Heretics are currently sitting. Now, Benji's done well to take away Camo. Can they layer into this? Right, they can. Purple and Wayne putting bodies on the line and simply doing well. Liquid just flooding sights in great synergy. Boo trying to get the best of Mini Boo, not gonna happen. Younger brother doing well here. Wooting comebacks options dwindling.
Very limited. And Liquid completely disconnected here. 2 posted up pretty deep and a little bit of post plant here potentially from Wayne. And Molly will go in. Good stall initially.
Yeah.
And just reducing the options even further for Heretics.
Man, and they're just getting toyed with. It feels almost hard to watch, right? Look, one side swung from the other. Comebacks tried, but the time's simply gone. Too many players to find. He knows it. He's out of there. Liquid eyeing up this 5th round. And deservedly so. The way they are playing is what we've wanted to see from this team this entire year so far.
Back to the same statement once more. Just looking so well drilled. The prep, obviously addressing some of the issues we've seen. And again, with Lohan talking about the identity that they really want to try and captivate and become very comfortable in. We're seeing many examples already today from map 1 here and the opening of Bind in terms of Camo and Mini Boo. See Purpo alongside that for sure, setting things in motion, but they're looking so comfortable on the front lines.
And as much as map 1 was a really good map to watch from our perspective, right? Like as a viewer, as a caster, as someone just watching, yes, for Heretics, it was a really good look. They had some brilliant moments, but they still lost, right? So it's very hard to pick yourself up, continue that confidence, come back in on a map that's historically been Nats' playground, or one of his, iconic maps.
Signature.
So you do start to feel like maybe you're up against it a bit. You're starting to feel a little bit more of that pressure. I can't tell you enough. This is a elimination game between these two. Only one can carry on. That is it. And even then, you're not particularly safe. But you have to get past this hurdle. So you talk about pressure and confidence. For Heretics, we saw it in map 1. They came out, I think, with a pass in my eyes. It was a great game. It was a close game. I'm not seeing that here. They look a little bit behind the curve. They're not quite as, present in this. Well-made plans as much. So I do worry they might start to feel this more.
And Boo yet to get on the board. It's in 0-5, and again, Benji with having an explosive start to map 1.
Launching smoke.
Trending fairly similar. We're able to deny the dog at least. Camo going forward once more. Oh. We're actually going to land the shot here.
Yeah.
Again, good for the trade.
So quick on the pace there. Almost sacrificial in a way. Happy to just go for it. Make sure it's traded out. Boo's
burning.
I mean, how's he gone away with 1? But again, Miniboo right there again. You don't get a body without 1 being dropped right back. Miniboo just tearing him up now. Come back. Had the vandal for a second. Man, we're on for exit. No.
What?
All right, Benji.
What was that shot?
You got a 1v2 though? Nah, you don't, Liquid. Quick to make up for any sort of possibility. That's 6-0, man.
I feel like the most times we've seen Nat smile in a single series so far.
What a weight off his shoulders. If you're starting to see the stars align, all the things you've been working on as an IGL, that's got to feel fantastic.
Like I said, because this takes a lot of the pressure off him. This was that shot.
Damn.
Okay.
Nice!
But again, you give Nats a player, as a player, just some freedom to go and wreak havoc.
Let him work a bit, right?
Yeah, the silent killer, time and time again. So like I said, this isn't necessarily reactive. Liquid have a game plan. You can see they've worked on a lot of these synergies, a lot of these set pieces, and they're really, really intricate, but executed so well.
And they have faith in it, it looks like. Willing to put body on the line, willing to play behind it, which suits this meta very nicely. But look at the space that Miniboo's gathered. Bloody hell, they've bitten on this one, hook, line, and sinker. I mean, that's also going to potentially catch 2 players, and so that's 2 ults coming out from Heretics. A third lined up, and again, that spike can just head the other side of the map here. Nats
Nats
gonna go back in, the pit is dropping. Oh, but he's still got one, of course he does. How's it? Oh, come on! Iconic in position, iconic in nature. This is still his playground, and Miniboo's keeping him at bay. Beautiful to witness. This is miraculous.
It is just fantastic to watch a team play like this, especially with some of the concerning performances we've seen. Looking in total control. 7-0 lead, Nats. Just, I mean, what an adjustment to find Boo on the second. Again, Miniboo tempering this aggression. I say, we're talking about some of the experience on display from such a young player who's been through a fairly rough journey.
Yes. God, he was...
Been the scapegoat a few times and showing him able to... I mean, he was talking when we were discussing previously on the post-play, saying, yeah, I'm feeling way more comfortable in this roster, and that kind of is in turn making me more confident to make my own decisions and play my own game. But you play the game the way that he wants to play, as opposed to, again, whether or not there was any pressure previously in terms of...
the system didn't work for him. It is fantastic to see for Miniboo to find his own footing here and kind of show that, you know, he can work in other rosters as well, and out on his own, he's proving that value there. And again, you've got a great IGL to go to. You've got Nats ready to go, building him into a great player. You've got good supporting systems. I mean, Camo's been outstanding. You look at it, it's not all on his shoulders now. There is a lot of kind of strain shared across the team. The Heretics' second timeout burnt, so needing a solution and needing it now. They're watching their chance of Santiago slip through their fingertips here.
It's almost a dot on the horizon at this point.
Yeah.
7 rounds behind Liquid here. On bind, Nats. He's going to try and manipulate the finances here as best he can. Does have a scope and only light shields on the other side. Some investment, yes. Camo. Flash through. Actually dealt with here. Wayne's found Benji.
Oh,
Camo's going to shut down Rians as well.
Yeah, it's so hard to pin down these boys. You got Wu then trying to just play into this, but there's not a single fight you're going to have, man. This is just a shutdown.
It's all encompassing. Liquid are just reading the map so well. And again, know when to go aggressive. We've seen them back away from some of these stacks here.
They want that gun gone. Yeah. They want to punish, and they are. It is a clean slate performance in in-zone, flawless scoreline and in round at this point. And as you said, you rarely see those smiles from Nats, but he hasn't stopped beaming the whole time.
Like a Cheshire cat.
It's got to feel so good after what's been an incredibly tough start to the year for them. I think a lot of us having question marks, and how will they backfill such a loss of a player that they had as well? And as it stands, it's all sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah. The Heretics burning up both timeouts now, so we're effectively in limbo. Got to rely on the calls in game here. Comeback forced off very early. And still ultimates to play with here for Heretics. Benji, Boo, and comeback. Speaking of Benji.
They need a hero. He was before in a position to potentially do something filthy.
Now here's a test of the reads once more for Liquid.
I mean, you can see it, but he's still going to do damage. Great work from Benji. Going to at least drop a couple bodies, try and put in a shift for himself. Ruth waiting, going to try and play this out. Has he been spotted? He absolutely has. Miniboo dancing around. It is a 3v3, so it's probably the closest we've seen yet.
And Boo still with an ultimate. Not much in terms of tools here for Liquid, but a flash to work with from Purpo.
Right here. Volley.
Molly sent in, going to try and actually clear out here.
And
No
look at this
connection, though.
position. Yeah, post plant still secure, still safe. That's towards long, 2 towards that elbow side. Big boy shot from Nats! What is this? Boo in a 1v3. Gonna at least behead one of them. But he's still got 2 more to find, and it feels impossible. Look at the reposition from Miniboo as well. Oh man, this feels brutal. Boo up and over, at least gonna find one. Still trying to put on the good fight here. Purpo plays it as well as he could. Time is gone. The clean slate continues.
Just getting away. They would have put some numbers up here, but unfortunately, it's not a round on the board. 9 for Liquid now. Again, just another so well considered approach here. Miniboo running rings around Wu. And that's just looking, I mean, just so methodical. Just easy pickings for him. Round 10, again, the finances just shattered on the side of Heretics. The pit finally invested here for Benji. He's got a Guardian to try and make that work.
Whoa.
That's trying to catch a punish on the orb, but we're happy to sit behind this for the time being.
I'm gonna try and clear through. They're kind of regrouping here. Hold on. What do they have to even clear into this? I mean, Purpo's still got some kit, I guess. Yeah, okay, so it is on Purpo. Gonna spot one close. Camo goes in, but can't get out. Come back. Gonna deal the first blow, and there we go. Oh, on top of that, he's gonna force him away, but they're still gonna make at least a bit of a fight about this one. Rienz is lucky to be breathing at this point. It is messy here.
Ton of damage done as well. Look at Benji and Comeback's HP. Nats now looking to try and find something on the back of this pressure. Everybody from Liquid headed this way as well.
Oh, shot and a half. But they're picking away at these players, but there's still 3 bodies in this pit. This is still a lot to deal with. They can try and
They
ignore
flipped
it.
the side though.
You're right. Can they control it still? 3 players going right towards Miniboo here if they continue on this pathing.
Look at the HP bars again.
They are low, Miniboo. Oh, we have got some gunners today, man. Oh, he's gone back. Oh, he's absolutely breaking their ankles and hearts at this point. Trying to follow that Seeker, does a bit of damage, tips away, Rienz down to 5, man. Oh, this is hard to watch. Boo trying to once again save the day, but how are you meant to do this one?
Great reposition from Burbo.
Oh, he is putting on a real show here today. Take a stand. You're putting on a show. Lap it up, 10-0. One of the most important games, he said. This means the most to him, and he is delivering.
The snowball in full effect now. You can see it. Some of these rounds where individuals from Liquid starting to shine, or continuing, I should say.
Nice! Hey, what's up, boys?
Miniboo making the most of this moment. Double digits for Liquid. The buy is here for Heretics, not much behind this.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot of
info.
investment.
That's a lot of players. This is about to be a bloodbath, maybe a massacre. Rienz can't stand the pressure. Miniboo continuing. This guy is on a heater. Boo gonna try and take a little bit of damage on the way out, but no, barely scraping by. But look at the HP, is just about recovering. Let's see how it stands. Nats.
He's connected so much there.
Oh my God, the Prowler. Oh, he's actually gonna pop the ult on this as well. Comeback slip the side, but that's still doing work. Benji gonna make up for it, 3v2. Benji and Comeback clear the front side. They've got to know that they've either slipped towards long, or they're going around the world. Can they put that together fast enough? Tap on the spike.
Comeback not spotted though.
No, still a chance,
standing.
but it's a 1v2 needed, required, essential, necessary. Supply from Comeback! Maybe the spot they need, or maybe just a death rattle at this point. But man, he tried the best he could there.
Forcing a couple of broken wrists to adjust here. A Red Bull clutch from Comeback to just find the first. And this is, again, the post plants have looked so good from Liquid in a number of different situations. Comfortable on the back foot. There's a recovery here. Nobody catching the reposition. Come back on the cleanup. Again, finances would have been awful here if they hadn't converted. It's not necessarily great, but still a lifeline.
Barely able to scrape by, but still standing until then. Come back on. The hero of last round, and Nats is just battling out. Yeah, it is. It's DM for him. It's a 4v4. We can see the double stack. Has to be Benji noted, but they don't know about Boo here. Now spotted, now cleared. Oh, it's all too simple. Heretics look like they are in pieces as Camo wants to close out this half with a bang. It's Mini Boo to close out on 11-1, Mike. This is a one-sided affair.
Absolute shutdown here from Liquid in the first half. Heretics going to have to dig deep here with elimination on the line.
Matter what macro they play, they cannot beat a Liquid macro.
By with the Boo family. I hope you guys are enjoying this just as much as we are. First of all, Heisen Boo, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. You're now watching the game. One of your brothers is probably going to win. I mean, 11-1. How do you feel right now?
We're feeling very strange. It's new feelings for us. When one team winning round, we are happy. On the other hand, we a little bit sad. But we always will be follow our family.
And I'm assuming you guys also must be very proud that both of your brothers are able to compete at such a level. When it comes to sitting here, supporting them, having all these mixed emotions, what are you guys going to do tonight as a family to celebrate?
Today, I think we go for a good dinner.
Okay, that sounds absolutely good. Thank you so much. I'm going to let you guys go and enjoy the rest of the match. And casters, we're going to be heading back over to you guys.
Okay, I love the fit. Michael, how do we feel?
Yeah, I mean, get the merch out there.
Yeah, literally. Literally. Let's get a little collab going. Love that. But 11-1, obviously it is a rare occurrence to see these two in any scenario facing like this, but today you've got to say it, and by a large margin, Mini Boo is sending a hell of a message.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, interesting to just hear his view on this series overall, and to see this performance now. Again, you know, it means the world to him.
Yeah.
Sitting at 18-5 currently for Liquid. Just 2 rounds away from sealing the deal. Again, it's just so good to see Liquid turn around sort of their approach. And coming back to that same point Lohan was discussing around finding their identity, looking so cerebral in some of the post plants for me, just something to sit back and admire time and time again. Taking the initiative and being very decisive. Benji actually catching a ton of damage there, down to just 42. As Heretics now stack up towards B3 members of Liquid. Get the spot here from Wayne for sure.
Yeah, and it's going to be a pretty all-in hit. Comeback handling Wayne pretty well. The next layer to this is pretty far behind, but Heretics managed to stand their ground nicely. They've caught Camo too. This could be the start of something.
Well, Spike denied now, and they have to reconsider their approach. Don't know if they thought they'd get away with a freebie, but there weren't enough bodies on site to make sure that happened.
Yeah, they kind of got caught trying to scale out, I guess. I don't know what hindered them, really. Maybe a bit of utility or something, but it's given.
I think Wayne put it, yeah, Wayne put a molly under window, but
yeah, they didn't fancy it, whatever it was. So Purpo, Nats, and Mini Boo still with a chance to break some hearts here, right? This is the scariest factor that hope could be the biggest killer, and Mini Boo already going to take down one, but it's all on Mini Boo. In a 1v4, not going to happen. Heretics. All right, that's the second round.
see Liquid run away with this one just yet. See, expecting to see again, pretty rounded purchase in terms of the comeback that's required here for Heretics. No pun intended. A long road back into Bind here. Let's see, I mean, maybe Benji's still going to sit on the pistol.
Could do. We'll have to wait and see what they go for. Just Miniboo on the Sheriff on the other side, so very, very frugal purchase. Purple, I think, maybe even denied what he would have wanted there, and it looks like they want to get this one done. Just going to go in, and they've actually done a good deal of damage there. That's going to be Boo put on notice, 31 HP. So it can get a bit dangerous. That's the only scary thing, if Boo wants to keep that Bulldog rather than switching it out. But again...
Benji doing his best Nats cosplay.
Nat's doing the same thing, funny enough. Oh, God. Can we just...
You are not wrong. These are opposing Vipers.
The timing's everything here. He's heard this. Here we go. Here comes the call. Doesn't quite get the kill, so that should be green light to go. They should be comfortable now. And again, you've got Benji in a deeper position. He should be playing, I don't want to say safe, but again, it is only a ghost, but at this point, you kind of need to build finances and a bit of confidence too. As you can tell, the confidence with Liquid will be sky high. So again, just trying to mitigate any of that potential threat.
Again, for Liquid, again, you don't want to give away any extra progress on top of initially a couple of rounds here that they may concede. Again, because Rian's a comeback, still behind halfway in terms of progress. Not anybody's going to go hunting here. Maybe Rian's. Does only have the pistol, so...
Yeah, switched out with Benji, so... went for it, fair enough. Swing and a miss on that front, and Miniboo the one to actually start building a little bit closer towards the ult. And I think they know that this one's pretty secure. So Liquid going to give it up to the spike. No issues on that front. And then we look forward. So Heretics up to 3.
Right, coming back in will be an advantage here for Liquid. We can see, obviously, Liquid's performances here over the years. Again, the biggest criticism being is kind of converting the domestic results into an international title and
yes,
establishing that consistency. But been a long run with us. That's obviously being one of them.
And it's one of those where it's again, how many times have we had such high hopes for this team and then going, as said, internationally, and then it just quite falling away from them. But at this point, a whole new look to this roster. And a pacey start for Heretics. Wayne, simple in stance, but it works well. That denies that early start from comeback. So you're not going to get that same sort of, I guess, security in the post plant. I'm looking at Wayne still around, man. He's trying to keep some real space here. He's done very well.
Atsu, we're going to find Boo's, but wow!
I felt there was no indicator about that, but maybe just all too aware. Knows all too much. As Rian's, Benji and Woot feel like they're losing out to ghosts here. You're barely seeing players. And again, you turn around and suddenly Benji's dead, and now there's a flying player in front of you! Come on! In zone flawless, and you blink, you miss it. You barely saw them that round.
Again, that's the sort of round we saw Liquid replicate time and time again on the attacking side. Just these split-second decisions. And landing the execution perfectly. And also, these are in rounds where, again, traditionally Liquid, get a first blood, get a second kill, and they'll sit back, force an error, wait for...
This is Comeback's first time playing Melee, bro.
I love it.
Wayne slipping into the trash talk very quickly.
We love this. Okay. Well, bringing it back into the room. This is elimination. We told you before, we'll tell you again. It's 3 rounds. It's probably the longest road the Heretics could take to get any chance of it. Woot's trying. He's putting up some numbers, but Nat is walking out. He's taking on the world! Oh my God! What a way to close it down! 13 to 3. Team Liquid look terrifying.